Good morning, my friends. Welcome in, everybody. How we doing today? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. I took yesterday off, and so now I'm back to the grind. Welcome in. I see we got Nick Skull, Go West, Nervex. Welcome in, friends. Roxy Miguel. How you doing? How's your tower game? Tell us everything. I know you're ready to get it tested, and I'm not sure how many days we have left. We can actually take a look at that real quick. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Tom Voxel's here. What's up, Tom? Tom and Nervex. I'm going to be working on the Game show. And Mark. Voxmaker Mark. My team. What up, team? So we'll check out the Sandbox link tree. Ooh, why is this in front? Interesting. Oh, because I'm in this. I see now. Whee! Okay, so, yeah, let's take out a look at the tower defense game. Can I search it? Nope. It looks like they didn't even put it on this Linktree page. Usually, whenever there's a live, contest going on, they have a button here you can click just to get there faster. But we'll just find one of the medium links. Yo, welcome in! OG Shakespeare, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, friends. Garnican, I saw you sneak in. Hope you have a nice day. I know you gotta work. Catch you later, my friend. Escape Room Artist, what's up, dude? Welcome. Hey, let's go. Noble's here. GDR Anorak, what's up, guys? OG Shakespeare, thanks for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream? Who won the marbles? The Sandbox, how's it doing? Wicked, you too. Welcome, Jayona. Andy Jack, welcome, guys. Hope you're all having a nice day. We're going to get started, and we're going to be working on our Game office submission. I think it's a good use of our time. Woohoo! I'm excited. But we're going to break down crying, and then we're going to break down all of the mechanics behind the scenes and try to improve on it, as well as make like a polished game, because I'll be completely honest here. Like the last 48 hours, I was very rushed, and unfortunately, bugs made it into the game, so we're going to work on them. Gonna iron them out. Frederick! What's up, Frederick and Ferdinand? How you doing? How's Halfd0rk? I'm doing well. I had a nice day off yesterday. Thanks for asking. Mark, thank you for asking as well. So what we were looking at was the Tower Defense Game Jam when that deadline was coming. So if you guys didn't know, there's a lot of people in the community that are participating in this Tower Defense Game Jam, and if they are requesting, feedback Perhaps they want beta testers. I hope you are willing and want to, you know, provide feedback, because it'll make you a better creator as well, because you're actively looking for how to improve and how to enhance an experience, how to, you know, provide feedback to make someone else's project even better. So it's like you know, you're gaining something yourself. So let's see if I can find it. There it is. Bug squashing, how fun. Very fun escape room artist. Alright, so this is the current game jam that our friend Roxy Miguel I know is participating. Sparky! Hi, Sparky. So, they have until August 14th. So that's, less than 3 days. Roughly 3 days. So, good luck everybody participating in that. We won't go over the details here, but more or less, just need a 5-minute long experience. So, without further ado, we're going to be hopping into the Sandbox Maker. I'm going to be playing through the entire experience one time, taking notes. Also, if anybody has, you know, a memory of what they experienced, maybe something that broke for them when they played, I would love to hear it, knock it out. It's there's a couple things I already fixed, but if you can recall anything, do let me know. So we're gonna play through it real quick, and I'm gonna take some notes. I should not have spawned there, but I think I spawned there for testing. So let me change the spawning point. It's been a while since we visited this. Only those warehouse bugs are friendly. True that, Jakusha, welcome in. How are you? Hey yo, hey yo. Trash bin allowed. That's a good call. So yeah, both of these. I remember I think I removed the car that Joseph jumped from, but I'll just move this car a little bit too. Yeah, we can see there's a couple cars missing here. I even had this one invisible wall, but Joseph, bless him, he decides not even to attempt to jump this direction. He jumps through the trees. So sometimes, you know, people just understand in the sandbox how to break your stuff. I think this car also. Halfd0rk, what's up? Welcome in, Halfd0rk. Trash bin outside was definitely one of them, though. So we're gonna... I think we'll just move it over a little bit. Also, people were talking to the coffee guy way too soon. And so I added this toggle, so I don't think we'll get that bug anymore. The elevator? Okay, go us. We'll take a look at the elevator. So here's the deal. Like, you're not supposed to be able to talk to him. It does look like I got the items, so we gotta check that out. And so Voxmaker Mark is our oh wow, you can even just jump up here and grab the duck. Yeah, we'll write that down though. So I'm gonna be keeping a list here. I'd put it on the screen, but my notepad might have things I shouldn't share. Love the briefcase. Hey, I'm glad you like it. Who made that? It was either, I think Tom made it? Or Nervex. I wish we could label, like, who made what. That'd make things a lot easier. Whoop. We're not ending. I clicked the wrong button. Man, you stop streaming for one day and all of a sudden everything is alien to you. Pun intended. Because Voxmaker Mark here. So... Nervex did that one. Thank you, Tom. It's been a while. This will be Voxmaker Mark's menu. Coffee and pretzels. Specifically, Coffee. How did we spell it? I made sure to do the same spelling Julia requested. And we're probably just going to put like an invisible wall right there. So I know the people who had a problem with the elevator, the reason they had that problem was because of my quest system. But we're going to test it, you know, at length. Make sure nobody gets stuck on it again. We're also looking for a couple spelling errors as well. Accepting the internship. I'm excited. Can't wait to get started. Looks like that ambassador by the entrance is waving at me. Candidly, Kristen also told me, why is she not pink? So all of our ambassadors are wearing blue. Hey, 987A, what's up, dude? Can you use the other food truck? So you made a new one, Vox McMark. We will definitely use it if you have it. I'll just do that right now, see if we can...
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
The Force is strong.
You are not a Jedi yet.
So I see we have two. So this one looks updated. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like the sparkles on it. And the P. Wow, that P looks good. You all... Man, don't take that out of context. Man, that P looks great. Delightful. Roxy, I wish I had an answer for you, but I hope so. I do hope we get that shift click back. Man, it's been difficult without it. Alright, so candidly, Kristen. One thing that was provided with me, and I'm just solving these bugs as they happen because it's so close to the entrance. Candidly, Kristen detected us. And then stated, you know, like, here's what you have to do. So we're actually going to remove that. Because it was, unfortunately, like, Joe didn't like it. You know, a lot of players didn't like it because they were hitting the button too fast. Like, they were running up to Candidly here and interacting with her. But because of that, it was actually skipping a page because it had opened up the Ask Her behavior. So we're actually going to remove that. So what I'm going to try to do is we're going to see if this works. We're just going to say she'll say, welcome, Sam fan. But I also got to make sure that my quest still works. Great, so the quest marker still works. That's good. I have to go speak with her. So now I'm not getting the automatic pop-up. And even though I can open and close the door, there's an invisible wall here, preventing me from skipping this conversation. I do recall this trash can needs to be moved. Because you can use this trash can to jump over. So we're going to remove the trash can as well. Darn hygiene. So the trash can we'll put next to the truck. Well, that's kind of redundant, but... I mean, I think I'll put it on the right. It just balances out a little bit better. But it's also smelly. So an invisible wall here. Like a clever player would try to skip it. So what I'm going to do is just duplicate it. A clever player trying to skip it, it is just ruin their day, to be honest. Because then they can't do the things. But both of them have a plant behavior that is destroyed once we start talking to her. And so when we interact with her, it's sending out that message. Yep, thank you, Tom. Oh, Halfd0rk, those were song lyrics. Yep, and Alex was triggered. I hear that, Tom. You're friends with P, then you're friends with me. What song is that, Halfd0rk? Miss Hill. It would be nice to lock down logic. I would totally agree with that, escape room artist. Funny fact, I actually suggested that same thing in the Discord. Thank you, 987A. See you soon. Just remove the big dumpsters. I mean, you gotta have dumpsters. Also, it allows the player to jump up and get the duck. But you could totally jump on like the sign, and maybe even this. Or we could put the dumpsters elsewhere. But yeah, I mean, they're not really necessary. Here's the invisible wall here. So I'll lower that. Yeah, I don't like standing in queue next to... No, that's fair, Tom. That's fair. I mean, it would definitely smell bad. You're right. I hate it when you're right, Tom, because it's like 100% of the time. Yo, Wet Noodle, welcome in. Friends of P by the Rentals. Ooh. Halfd0rk dropping some karaoke lyrics. But welcome in, Wet Noodle. What's up, dude? Alright, so let's actually play through the game. This time, I'm just going to take notes as we go. So he's talked to Candidly Kristen, completing the quest. We ask about Joseph. We can ask about Alex. Then we can start the quest. One thing I did notice, and luckily it didn't occur here, is that sometimes the icons I use, such as this diamond, just doesn't work. Like some people's game maker, it just didn't use the symbols. And so I'm curious what triggers that, like what makes that happen. Also, my door has a detector on it, so it auto closes and shuts, and that can be a little bit disorienting. Yo, PG Live, what up, dude? Welcome in. Let me do a pie chart, says Tom. No, that's fair. We might add more ambassadors here. Like, for example, this booth and this booth. So, for the record, I'm going to attempt to break Alex's quest. I believe I fixed it like the same day we figured out it was bugged. But I'm going to go ahead and try and like fix it. This door, and these are the notes I should be writing down. This door above the stairs, I want an error message. Because players were approaching it and being like, hey, what does this do? One more thing, I want to remove the music, keep the sound effects on so I can hear things as they happen. So I'm going to turn on the volume for the game. We'll keep it low though. So walking in here, we'll talk to Vision X. Make yourself at home, but not too much at home, you know what I mean? Ready to get started? We're going to teach you everything you need to know about being an ambassador. First, we'll start with the basics of game mechanics, so we can have a good idea of your skill level. How so? I've asked 3 ambassadors to test you. Jazzwolf here, I would like to color her name, because that got skipped. Whom is assistant to the lead ambassador. Where's Jazzwolf? Jazzwolf has a front desk across from the elevators. Blue sci-fi suit, purple name tag, can't miss her. Where's Lucas is right? Lucas is right, whom we call Lucas for short. This is a joke I don't think stuck. Like I was monitoring people's reactions to my comedy. I don't think this joke stuck. Did you change the map on the wall? Because Alex was able to pick up the map. Thank you, PG Live, for that reminder. I'll go try it, but I think I fixed it. But I'll go try it. So I might edit this joke. And if anybody has suggestions, you can make it into our game here. You'll learn a thing or two about the Sandbox, but also what it means to be part of a team. Come back and see me after you've helped them. Condad says, we're happy you're here. SSK Wolf, what up? Awooga. As assistant lead ambassador, and then Joseph says, ahem, assistant to the lead ambassador. By association, these responsibilities are now your responsibilities. We have a Gamay stream tonight at 3 a.m. UTC. You are to test the parkour course outside. I know what you're thinking. Platforming can be hard, rage-inducing even, but you can do it. I think you're not supposed to start a sentence with but. Unless it's, you know, the noun but. Hey, Raconda, what's up, dude? Thank you for noticing my poor attempts at comedy. I would say most of my jokes are like 50-50. How? Because I believe in you. Now go, do your best. Reach new heights, specifically the roof. Kind of ironic that I'm talking to you in-game and in chat, right, Condad? But welcome in. Alright, so we were going to test our map, which I think I fixed. No, that doesn't look fixed. That does not look fixed. Let's see if I can grab another one through the wall. I think it's the same one. So, let me just write that down in my handy-dandy notepad. Map movable should not. I'll know exactly what that means. But away! But away. I enjoyed the joke. Thank you, Sparky Stickle. I like to think you guys like have genuine laughs, and then you have like those pity laughs where it's like, oh haha, he made an attempt at a joke, yay. Tom says, could you also move Lucas's duck deeper in the fridge? Because some people pick it out just by spamming E. Ah, I see what you're saying, because yeah, I'm just close enough here. How can we interact with this? So what I can do is, because this is using a door behavior, and I kind of want to do it right now because I'm thinking about it, but I can make this door, when we open and close it, spawn our duck one time. That way the duck is not there until we open the door. Then we have to grab the duck. Also, the refrigerator would then close after we pick up the duck. So I think I want to do that real quick. That's true, Sparky. Yeah, I get really into character. I like to roleplay with Radcon Dead. Man, that's on like multiple levels there, because I actually do roleplay with Radcon Dead. So remove the pickables here. Thank you for the reminder there. And so what we're gonna do is a little bit complicated, but it'll be worth it.
I love you, random citizen.
Let's go. So here's what's happening. We have a message that when we interact with this fridge, it's sending out an open message. So it's going to be lucas.duck.1. And we have a message when we close the fridge, pausing it to close. So the problem here is we want the player to open and close the fridge. That's not a problem. But we want them to see the duck. So if they're spamming the fridge, like that's their own fault, because that means they're going to open and close it. But instead, we're going to spawn an asset spawner. And that spawning asset is going to be our duck. And the duck itself is going to have that collectible component. One thing to keep in mind is that it's going to have this indicator on it. So we actually want to remove the indicator from our asset spawner. So that's something we'll also have to do. That way we can destroy the indicator once we pick up the duck. So again, we are adding collectible. The message required is going to be when we open up the fridge. So when we open up the fridge, that's what's causing this one. We also only want to spawn one. So I thought asset spawners could spawn you know, an option of only spawning once. So what we'll do is we'll add a delay to the spawner. So this means like it would take 10,000 seconds before the duck can be spawned again. How long can I make this? What? I've never tried that before. Huh? It's getting a different number every time. Yeah, that's long enough. Wait, and I clicked out of it. I mean, 10 million works. Works for me. How many voxels are on the lemons? That was made by Voxmaker Mark. I think it's a, just based on the shape of it, probably around less than 100. Sparky doesn't pity laugh, only full heart belly laugh. That might hurt after a while. Or a drop component. Good suggestion, Paul. Drop is a good idea. So I'm going to remove the collectible from this one. Let's go ahead and visit that, because I agree with Paul. I think drop might be a good alternative here. The only difference would be we might not be able to interact with it in the same way. So the drop condition, we can use that Lucas duck. And welcome in, Paul. How's it going? We'll do the collect sound of the treasure. We want the drop to be the duck, so we're changing it from preset to behavior. Asset being spawned is going to be our Lucas duck. We don't need a behavior, and we only want it to drop once. So that means we want to destroy this duck. This particular duck, the indicator duck, after we close the fridge. So I'm going to add a plant behavior. This will be Lucas duck.2. And then we can go back to our fridge. And when we close the fridge, it sends out that message. So Lucas .duck.2. So basically, we open the fridge. Message drop happens. However, by default, the collectible component, let's just take a look at the default collectible component, because we don't get to adjust it. By default, collectible component requires collision. So this is the problem I'm seeing. Unless we want like the duck to spawn on top of us, which isn't a bad thing, but we want that same like pickup ability as the other ducks. So for now, I'm gonna set the drop duck to the side. Good morning. Meaning of life in those numbers, probably, Tom. There's meaning of life in everything, if you think about it. So I think what we're going to be having is the asset spawner type of duck. However, we're now having that same problem, where the component, the collectible component, is what's preventing us from making it more sincere, I suppose. But what we can do is when we interact with this duck, it'll just spawn the duck on us. And so then we kind of like automatically pick it up, which is a good alternative. So we can actually see the duck. It destroys itself when we pick it up. Man, that's a lot of problem solving just for like one duck stuck inside of a refrigerator. So we're spawning the duck. Man, to get the same thing we have where it's like you're able to pick up the duck There's a couple of solutions that are like coming to mind, but all of them we want that unique similarity. So like if I went to go pick up Conrad's duck over here, like we walk up to it, we click it, so we interact with it, and then it sends a sound effect. So all three of those things are very simple, but when we hide it inside of this refrigerator, it's actually complicating things, because when we're interacting in the same location, it's opening and shutting the refrigerator. So we're trying to avoid that and just more or less simplify things.
Hi there.
Hi there.
I'm real happy to be here. Real happy to be here. Yeah.
Hey VVox, what's up? Good morning. You can put it on a platform that moves in after the door opens. That's a suggestion. I like the idea of the duck just sitting there chilling. I think what we'll do is have this door open and close, no problem. And so we want this duck, which I can't click it right now, to not be an asset spawner. I'm going to remove the asset spawner. So I think what I want is for this refrigerator to be the kind of scapegoat. So our refrigerator is not going to have a closing animation. Instead, when we interact with it, it's going to open and stay open. Then our duck here will be able to pick it up, no problems. And when we pick it up, it's going to send out a message. That's going to be our Lucas Duck 1. We actually do not need Lucas Duck 1 on this one. So when Lucas Duck 1 occurs, we're going to then be able to spawn a normal refrigerator. That will open and close. So basically, we're going to replace our refrigerator. And I'm going to just test this. This is my kind of game making right here, is just making something work. And obviously I'm spending way too long on it, but I also get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So essentially, we're going to be spawning a refrigerator. So I'm going to do an asset spawner, offset. Our asset spawner itself will be invisible, but we're going to be spawning the refrigerator with the door behavior. Yo, what up? The solution was cleaning the browser. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, PG Live. Was it something I was helping you with? Okay, V was helping you. Okay, great. Vox Machina, what's up? You beat me to it. Hey, escape room. Glad to hear it. So when we pick up our duck, it's sending out that lucas.duck.1. And because it has the door behavior, it's going to work as intended. So we're basically putting this inside, and then this one too needs to be destroyed. So we're going to give it a health component because it has a door behavior. And we're going to destroy it with a negative death delay, so it's instant. One thing to keep in mind is the health component here. If the player really wanted to, they could just destroy the refrigerator and then reveal the duck. I suppose that's an option. But the instant death message will be that Lucas Duck message. And now we can put our duck here back inside. We're going to remove this one. That was our test duck. So if everything works correctly, we'll see a small explosion. That I'm okay with. But basically, our refrigerator maybe is already open? That's an option. I'm currently getting stuck on something. Yo, Keeper Top Shot, what's up, dude? I'm currently getting stuck on the collisions of our asset spawner, so I had to remove that. We're also going to remove the collisions from the spawning asset. And then lastly, this door didn't have a closing animation, so we're actually going to add that closing animation. Because we want, you know, a closed refrigerator. I don't think anybody's that inconsiderate in the eBay office. So now we have a normal refrigerator. We can approach, and we see that duck message. So right now, that's the current problem, is that duck is there. And I'm not able to interact with this particular refrigerator after we spawned it. It would be nice if we could, like, collect an asset after a message. Like, basically having it as a behavior would be nice, so that I could toggle it. I think we'll have to revisit this. This is actually stumping me at the moment. Welcome in, Keeper. Right now, the player could still interact with it. I do like, I think, Frederick's suggestion. Put it on a platform that moves in, because that would alleviate a couple problems. So I think that's what we might try. We can have it come down. So it would be in the fridge or the freezer. Kingston, how's it going? Welcome in. So, yeah, I think I'm going to revisit this. Maybe we'll play with it a little bit later. But I think we will probably go with that platform idea. We can test that out next time. Next time we visit it. So we'll go back to the starting point. Pick up where we left off. Over here, I recall seeing this window was open. What is this? Looks like that's a block. Better. No pool today. You know what that means. Roxy, didn't you say you finished your game? Regardless, we're glad you're here. I hope you get to refresh soon. How about toggling the other fridge instead? That's actually a great suggestion, V. So if you toggle the fridge... Well, now I got... It's making me think. So if we toggle the fridge... The duck is still the problem. I think we do still have to add the platform to the duck. That way the player can't grab him while opening the fridge. I think that was like the main problem. That's what we were getting stuck on. Alright, so I'm helping the ambassadors. We're looking for bugs. I also want to attempt to go talk to Alex. So now I've moved the message where we're getting the appropriate response by interacting with the door. How would you like it if you were in a meeting and the new intern was just opening and closing the door? I feel like this would be a great time for like a secret Easter egg message. Hey Bengali, I'm doing well, thanks for asking. We're working on our Gamesho office game. And so we're picking out all the bugs, trying to improve the little things. Hello! Haven't I seen you in Twitch chat before? Tune into the Game Show Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 3 a.m. UTC. Chazwolf asks, can you help me by copying 20 Google Forms? The prize for tonight's show is a Wizzy-themed NFT. Brent. So your suggestion was to only spawn the new fridge after the duck picked up, says Escape Room Artist. And I do like spawning a fridge. I think there's potential there. I'm trying to, you know, focus on other problems, but we're definitely going to revisit that one. Because I think it's a fun thing to troubleshoot together. Aswell says, thanks for your help. One thing is we want to adjust the delay with Jazwolf's message here. Jazwolf, thanks for help. Delay. So I can't like spam the thanks for help, but you should be able to. Let's take a look at the elevator. Elevator right now we cannot access. And so I do believe I've tweaked it. So we're going to test to see what happens after I complete the other 2 mini quests. Now we can go into the backyard. Talk to Kimson. Looking for lemons. Wait, what was that? Get some ducks. Oh, there's Google and Google? Quest says Google? Oh, okay, let me write that down. Thank you, Tom, for pointing that out. Google text in the quest. Yeah, some of those things are easy to miss, especially when you're parodying them. So it's like, yeah, it's a Google form. But then when your mind actually like writes Google sometimes, it's correct. Oh, looks like we need to fix this E placing. It's off center. Sandbox E. Grass hedge. Alright, so here's the Lucas quest. Lucas's name, it's a little bit hard to read it, but it matches his color and his character. Might make his name bright green instead. But then it would be hard to read it on the grass. What do you guys think about Lucas's name color? I do think his message should be a little bit higher. Or his name tag slightly lower. Some prankster littered a load of lemons all around the office building. Joke's on them because I love lemons. Will you lemonade me in finding 20? Leave it to me. Good as is? Okay, Tom likes it. If Tom likes it, that's good enough for me. Did anybody get lag when they played? I'm getting a slight amount of lag, but that might be because I'm streaming. So here's another thing, this character's name has characters, you know, in his name tag that aren't always registered by some computers. And so I'm curious what triggers that, because mine has no problem. But I've noticed some people play and they're not getting those special characters. So that makes me not want to add them at all, but I really like the look and feel of them. Back to the darkness. See you, V. Hope you're having a nice Tuesday thus far. Or Thursday. I don't even remember what day it is. Okay, up here. Fencer Jet. What else is up here? We had V's duck. We talked to this. You've done well, intern. Rest at the bonfire. So I do want to tell the player that this teleports them to the start. So bonfire tells player it will teleport them. Cool. So now we're going to test a couple things that more likely were fixed when we heard about them. But for example, the elevator working. So I've completed this first quest. We're checking to see if the elevator works. It currently does not. I should be able to talk to Alex right now. And good. Because I completed that previous quest, I can talk to Alex. Let's actually hope his... Alright, so we've approached him, and now he says hello and welcome. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Anyway, I have a task for you. Our Vox Edit community manager, Panda Pops, could use your help down in the warehouse. A warehouse contains boxes filled with voxelite. These are distributed to other lands for art and architecture. Panda Pops went downstairs for a personal quest, but is yet to return. Find her and see if she's okay. Do introduce yourself to my assistant, Julia G. Julia. Holia. I'm the only person, and my team is the only peoples to spell Julia's name correctly. Long story short, Panda Pops made her character and went with the meme name that Joseph Conrad, and I don't even think Alex calls her this, but it says Joseph and Conrad calls Julia Julia. And so her actual spelling of her name is Holia. So I personally went into every iteration of Julia's name and took out that extra O. So we'll see if that gets us bonus points. Julia did notice, and Julia said she was grateful. VOD can also be found in the warehouse. Give her a hand if she needs it. Hunt down Panda. Panda Pops is somewhere within the warehouse. Head downstairs and try to find her. Okay. Julia Giholia. Help me, intern. You're my only hope. I need you to pick up a very important order from outside, from the pretzel truck. Okay, what can I get you? Scrufftastic, I need you to pick up an iced toasted caramel coffee cold brew with 1 shot of caramel swirl. I think I got all that. And Alex over here is a hidden part of the quest where he says, oh, and a pumpkin spice latte, please. So somebody has to be paying attention to what Alex wants. And you can ask Julia again. Always ask yourself, WWJD, what would Julia do? Cool. So we're testing a quest. We're reading the Kafifi run. Julia's testing your memory with a run to the pretzel truck outside. Can you remember her order? So now we can approach Voxymaker Mark. Nervik says, hey, no cutting in line. 1 iced toasted caramel Kafifi cold brew, plus 1 shot of caramel swirl and an iced caramel latte. 1 iced toasted caramel Kafifi cold brew, plus 1 shot of caramel swirl and a pumpkin spice latte. 1 Kafifi cold brew on ice with toasted caramel espresso and a pumpkin spice latte with plus 1 caramel swirl. Or 1 pumpkin spice latte and an ice roasted caramel Kafifi cold brew with 2 shots. Boxmaker Mark, okie dokie, here you go. Boop. One thing I might end up doing is having like a secret quest. Ooh, I have. Wait, who's oofing? Hey, ZMX, what's up, dude? Maybe this is just me spitballing here, but what if when you collect all 12 ducks, a giant duck the size of a car appears outside? So it's just like an Easter egg, I suppose. So, this is important. I started Alex's quest, and now I can't turn in the Return to Joseph quest, which is okay, because this is the same kind of barrier where it says, sounds like he's in a meeting, so I should come back later. And And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's okay. Right now I can't hear the game audio. Let's see why that is real quick. So crush some cars, the big duck. Yeah, we'll just replace a bunch of cars. Yeah, so I want to put this on the default. So I wonder why I can't hear anything. Interesting. I'm not going to worry about it for now. So VPire says, if you see PandaPots, reminder, we have our stream Monday at 6 p.m. UTC. Maybe we will see you there. If we get too close here, causes all of our shelves to fall down. The boxes are inconsistent as to how close to the ground they reach. But that's okay. Not much I can do about that. You best help me clean up your mess. You may not be forklift certified, but it is foot powered. So it doesn't refer to the forklift in this current sentence. So I'm gonna adjust that. I'm not gender labeling this forklift or anything. So be higher. Wait a minute. Disciple? Thank you very much, Disciple. If you guys didn't know, I'm related to Disciple. Thank you for the subs, dude. 5 gifted. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. ZMX, thanks for the follow. But yeah, Disciple, thank you so much. If there's anything you have, questions about the Sandbox, the Game Maker, Vox Edit, or even the game we're playing now, feel free to drop them in the chat. But regardless, thank you very much for the subs. Greatly appreciated. So VPire forklift certified it. So I'm basically going to reword this sentence here. Grab the wheel and run towards fallen boxes. Then bring the boxes to the conveyor belt. Yes, ma'am. When hot tub stream? Right now, Disciple. My feet are currently in water right now. I mean, that's always a fun thing to do, is have a hot tub stream just for the meme. And thanks for the sub, Disciple. Big D, what up? Thanks, Big D. So there are sound effects that are supposed to be happening with this. But my game is currently muted. I'm still hearing all the other sounds though, so I'm not going to worry about it. Please call me Big. You got it, Big D. Better than Little D, right? So we're using the forklift to pick up 8 boxes, put them here. One thing people were attempting, and this is me watching people play the game, is they were approaching boxes and then hitting E. And so what that does is it removes the forklift from your pickup. Like you've picked up the forklift here. So that's one thing to keep in mind, but it's kind of unavoidable because of the way the forklift is programmed. That'll do, intern, that'll do. Be sure to catch PandaPops and I Mondays at 6 p.m. UTC on the official Sandbox streams. Good little shout out. I love our little setup here. I love it when relatives support each other. Amen. I gotta admit, my family has been very supportive, especially going into crypto. Let's just say there's a lot of traditional values when it comes to my parents. They imagine, the 9 to 5. But my brother, he's a bit of a whiz. Bit of a whiz kid. Disciple's my brother, if you didn't know. Alright, here's Panda Pops. Ah, bugger. Give me a hand, friend. Looky here. I've been trying to reset the breaker for my office on the second floor. Big mistake trying to boil tea with my stream setup. How can I help? I know how you can help. Find me 10 voxelite so I can hotwire this fuse box. Okay. So I need 4 more. Yeah, Wet Noodle, I might have gone a little bit too far in the European direction. Buggy, no! Here's our Easter egg. Beta 6. Well, now we have to participate in the beta. Beta 6. Need 2 more. So Alex somehow was able to climb this and get on top of our shelves here. I actually want to allow that. So he spent like a good 5 minutes trying to climb on top of those shelves. So I want to give him the ability to do that. So we'll do shelves climbable. Basketball hoop. Did you claim your pull-up, Tom? I think I did. I probably have to check. But thanks for the reminder, Tom. That's a piece of history right there. You're the bee's knees, says Panda Pops. Go see Alex if you need me. I'll be sipping some tea in my office on the 2nd floor. Well, I like our maze. It's nice, simple, like you can look over it. It's pretty easy to navigate. You are my new favorite intern. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All in a day's work. Julia, they're our only intern. Thanks for your help with Panda. Have you spoken with Division X yet? I've sent word to give you access to the 2nd and 3rd floors where you can learn more about Vox Edit and Game Maker respectively. Game Maker? You'll find Andy, Richie, and Touche on the 3rd floor. Andy, our Game Maker community manager, has devised a fun way to learn our software. I highly recommend you check out both floors. Vox Edit? You'll be able to learn some of Vox Edit basics with Codazine and Lozen Fukum. They will enjoy having you as their nudist their nudist student. Okay. I like that the quest marker helps you exit the maze, right? Oh, Tom, a couple people, our beta testers, asked for that because they got lost. And I think that was a great addition. Hello again, intern. Are you ready to explore the rest of the office? Yes, please. This all access pass is yours now. Welcome to the team. I implore you, so I need to add the U there. Vision X, I implore you to explore the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th floors. What's on the 4th floor? The 4th floor is our Gourmet Studio. I hope to see you there as we have a show coming soon, TM. You'll be helping Julia with crowd control. Can I count on you? Sir, yes, sir. So now our elevator should work as intended. So basically, we had no access, and now we have all access. So if the player wanted to, they could just skip to the final floor. But now we're testing our elevator to make sure it stops at each floor. Comes back down. One thing a very witty or sly, cunning player could do is they could step off the elevator and then try to click one of these buttons. So I have it move. Like we can see I can't click it again. However, I was able to speedrun it and touch it as soon as the elevator moved. So I'm going to adjust the speed of that. And that is one way to break the game. One thing I'll also end up doing is adding parkour nets that spawn. And when the parkour nets spawn, it's based on that same mechanic that causes our elevator to turn on. So elevator moves in, and elevator climbable nets spawn. So the player, if they really wanted to, they could climb the entire wall. True nudism, says 9A7A. Yeah, I'm only a Padawan, 9A.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi.
Jedi yet. I don't think anybody noticed all the memes we added.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Did we update that whiteboard? Oh, that's true. Well, Tom, we already published it, so we'd have to republish. I like it as is, Tom. And here's Becky. So, unfortunately, a player can break this quite easily. So I need to fix that. Alright, we're going to play through the whole game, and then we're going to tackle some of our notes. Play through it again. Let's go ahead and beat the game, then we'll play some marbles. Hey intern, welcome to Vox Edit 101. My name is Lozen Fukum. On this floor, Kodazine and I can teach you how to get started with Vox Edit. This lesson will be just a sample. We'll do will be. And I want to color her name when she introduces herself. Name, color, in introduction. And this lesson will be... What's a Metaverse Masterclass? Our Masterclass is a detailed collection of tutorials to help you build worlds in the Game Maker, design custom assets in Vox Edit, or learn classic narrative storytelling. Where do I start? You've already taken the first step on your hero's journey. I think hero's journey has a apostrophe. Try picking up the icon blocks and bringing them to the pedestals. Speak with my bae, I mean Kodazine. We want to color Kodazine's name. In dialogue. Hubby tried to interact with Becky because she asked how she can help you. It said it's confusing. Interesting, Tom. Hey, Poppy. Poppy. Come here, Poppy. Come here. Poppy. Oh, you guys want to see the puppy? Let me see if I can get her. Poppy. Good girl. Good. She's massive. Hi, Poppy. Good girl. Okay, let's go back. Mission accomplished. I smell like dog now. I'm gonna wash my hands, it's bad. Yo, what up, Kay? Yeah, Poppy is over 30 pounds now. And she's like large, she's huge. Yeesh. Yeah, besides the truck, yeah, she's big. She's 7 months? No. Yo, slap. Tom sharing the clip from the past. So this is how large she was before. Oh, she was so cute. She still is cute. Okay, so speak with Codazine. That's the second time we see Cody's name. We want to change the color twice for that. Okay. So some people actually got their blocks stuck. And there's only so much I can do about that. Because I don't want them to be destroyed or respawn, because we're basically destroying them once they are brought to the correct pedestal. Just cute, like a small petrodactyl. She definitely eats as much as a pterodactyl. Patera? Pterodactyl. Line tool, pen tool, eraser tool, paint mode, select mode, frame tool, pivot tool. With the pivot tool, you can edit the object's origin, which acts as the center of rotation for an object. And it tells you the key bindings. Here's the select tool. Various mode can select the voxels to cut, copy, or move. So as we can see, I'm able to notice these symbols, like this music note that shows up. But about half the people that played our game, the symbols didn't show up. So I'm going to keep that in mind for future games. But I love the look of it, you know? Like, that just feels bad that not everybody can see them. Welcome in, Kay. Hope you're doing well. What's new with you, boo? Pterodactyl. Oh, I didn't know that's how you pronounce it, Nine. Pterodactyl. Have you guys seen my pterodactyl? So you got pen tool, line tool, rect tool, box tool. Modify blocks of models. That's a little bit vague. So a box tool, I might adjust some of these, but they were actually pulled from the website itself. Pen tool, line tool, paint mode, face bucket tool. Modify entire contiguous volumes of voxels. So, like contiguous here, like some of these I would like to revisit and kind of make them a little bit more user-friendly. It also says I've somehow done 12 of 13. I don't understand how that happened. So we gotta figure out why that might have bugged. So it says I'm getting 2 per. Interesting. So I was getting 2 per each of these. So we gotta see why that might be. I recall doing it by death. So that would basically mean these all had a catalyst on them. So we'll take a look at that. Icon blocks provided 2 quest credit per. However, that wasn't the case before, so this is something new. This is something recent. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, Kay. If you guys didn't know, Kay streams a couple times a week. He does stream on Thursdays. So unless he says otherwise, make sure you check out Kay's stream. He's been doing a lot of community involvement type of experiences. Always dancing. And you can check out some of these like races he's been doing lately, where he's giving away llamas. Llamas. Over here, we can learn more about the Monochrome Wasteland. I haven't heard a response from Cody and Lozen about their inclusion in my game, or our game, I should say. Roxy, too, has been streaming quite often. So if you guys haven't checked out Roxy's streams, he's been working on his tower defense game. Also, if you're Spanish fluent, Roxy is a big part of that community, so. Thing to note is you do kind of like phase through the wall once you turn them on. Guess they hate it. Tom. No, I'm just curious if they've seen it yet. I imagine they had to have seen it. It's just they haven't said anything. But that's like a big shout out to their Metaverse Masterclass, and so I was hoping they would, you know, like it. That's all. The elevator's a little bit jank. So here's Andy Ritchie's. Boop to the Goop intern. Now, have you tried out our Game Maker before? Yes or no? I've got a puzzle for you. Try to place each of these UI buttons in their place. So that last sentence, I don't want to have place twice. So we'll do Andy Ritchie dialogue place. UI buttons. UI stands for user interface. Each of these buttons does something different in the Game Maker. Does is a little bit vague. Buttons. Performs. Yeah, I kind of want to adjust this sentence. Pick one up, E, and try to find its placement. Yeah, that whole kind of paragraph I might edit. Up. Color the E. And then over here, you can learn a little bit more about catalysts. Catalysts are necessary to mint your sandbox assets. They can hold 1 to 4 gems, each with different attributes. Power, health, speed, magic, and luck. I wanted to color these, however, because of the character restriction, I couldn't color them. So that's why this entire paragraph is here. The catalyst and number of gems directly affects the asset's rarity. We can just say directly affects the asset rarity, because we don't need the assets. Catalyst, assets. What are the rarities? 1, common, 2, rare, 3, epic, 4, legendary. Power gem. Power affects attack damage, bird flying with. Whoa, look at my... That was weird. My character was sliding around. Jump force. Health gem. Health affects health, enemy detection, and flee range. Speed affects movement speed, attack speed, and climbing speed for the avatar. Magic affects magic, healing value and range, bird flying height, interaction range, and sound and music range. Luck affects detection range, gathering farming speed, collection amount, and drop amount. Old man over here. Is there someone we can give this name to? Like, who could be the old man? Like, who could we label as this person? More of a stream like yours. Roxy, I look forward to seeing it. And if you need any help, let us know. That sounds awesome. Place Matt, not place meant. Ooh, thank you, Kingston. Let me see if I can talk to him again. Maybe we can see that dialogue. Place Matt, you're absolutely right. Good eye, Kingston. Thank you. So place Matt. I want to redo this whole paragraph too. Good eye, though. I hate that. Gotta be a better way. Leaves tags hanging out all over. True. A lot of tags. Oh, cool. Roxy. Yeah, we'll give it a playthrough. Maybe not on stream. We're focused on this for now. So old man here. Talking to him doesn't do anything. But we can go behind, find a duck. Also, this music here actually plays if you get close enough. We can learn about asker behaviors. Ask the player a question with up to 4 responses. Triggerable events can be linked with each choice. Examples include triggering another asker behavior, opening, closing a door, starting, completing a quest. Spawns a predefined asset with a behavior and/or component. You can alter the position it spawns. You can alter the position it spawns, any tags it spawns with, and how many spawn within its parameters. Broadcast a message from the asset within a range. Trigger events from a message or when a specific asset steps into a predefined radius. When applied to an asset, you may choose the type of animation that will be played with an option to loop it. I'm going to change that. Decoration. An option. You may choose the type of animation that will be played. Basic platform. Moves an asset from one point to another. The platform speed can be changed within the parameters. The player may step onto this platform and move with it. Yeah, that works. Allows you to add blocks during runtime. This behavior can activate upon starting the game or via receiving a message. The blocks will spawn within a predefined area. That's what Touche over here is doing. Practicing my terraforming techniques. Want to try? Do you want to spawn some blocks? And Touche, what he was playing is this, oh, I'm like the Avatar. Water, grass, rock. Maybe we can have like an Avatar reference there. The Void, used to destroy blocks and or assets within a space, can be triggered upon the game starting via a message or by using a toggle behavior. That can be said the same with our multi. So I want to say toggle behavior as well. And then the Fungi family, I unfortunately had the Monochrome Wasteland tag. So I do want to provide proper linking here. Fungi family message in front of art. Maybe use lowercase e, otherwise people will try using shift. Lowercase e. I'm unsure what you were referencing there, 9A. If you could reiterate. So here's the community manager's office. Oh, 24, or not. This is Andy Ritchie's office. Skadoosh. It's got a pretty nice setup. Let me see over here. Cyber Dragon, dreaming in number pads. Sleeping with the Andy Ritchie duck. When text says to press E to do whatever? Oh, I see. You mean like this, where we're talking to Andy? Pick one up and try to find its placement. I see what you're saying, though. So, like, they'll use capital E. So they'll hold down shift when they're interacting with stuff. Which makes sense. I will note that we see in the center of the screen here, it does use the capital E, regardless. But I think you have a very good point. Because some people might end up using that. But I hope it kind of explains itself after a time. So we're solving this little puzzle here. I think this was a cute way to introduce the player. Or like really quiz them on like where do things go? People looking for any key. Hey, I mean that's one way to learn though. We can't assume, that's very true, Nane. Sometimes we just gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. Gotta be literal, I agree. Me as a dev, like I have a certain amount of game kind of skill. So like I guess I assume people know how to do certain things, you know? Such as dodge rolling or parrying. But not everybody is a gamer, you know? You did it. I can't wait to see what you create in Game Maker. I hope you're excited for the Game show. You should go check out. You should go check out the 4th floor. I'll meet you up there. I'll say check it out on the 4th floor. Andy Ritchie, check it out on the 4th floor. I'll meet you up there. Thanks, Andy. Whee! If they're not players, why should we make it easy for them? True! And Noble. What's on your mind, Noble? I mean, you gotta learn somehow. Pocket conversation. Was it Morse code? And our elevator did get some feedback. A lot of people wanted it to be enclosed. However, I personally like how it looks and how it feels, because you can kind of like hop out of it. You can hop down. Like it's basically like an elevator that doesn't limit you. So like you can take it to go up, but you can just jump down and skip the elevator altogether. Show's about to start. Are you ready? Thank goodness you're here. A group of spam bots have been harassing our chatters. Another grammatical error there. And these are all me, adding these things in the last 48 hours, really. Like, I'll be completely honest, like, this scene here was done in, under a day that we see here. And that was because I spent so much time on other things. And so this was kind of like, I had it in mind, don't get me wrong, like I knew what I wanted to do, but I kind of threw it together. And I wish I had spent more time on it, So Julia, spam bots have. Let me look around first. So you can go interact with some of these Twitch bots. I do recall we were able to see name tags. I did add smiley faces, and again, some people were unable to see the smiley faces. They just saw boxes, and so that just looked weird. Hi! So I want all of these characters to like say something when you interact with them. Some of them are just kind of like on detect, which is good too, but I think that might be more distracting than anything. Let the people eat cake. Where's the cake, 9A? Roxy, I don't know if it happens to you, but time goes by making a game. The edit logic button lags. Loses almost a minute to change logic since I select the asset. Does that happen to you? Roxy, when that happens, I would suggest restarting Game Maker. It sounds like that is, as you said, when time goes on. And you've been working on it too long. Oh, really, GoS? Well, I'm very glad, GoS, that you could at least complete the game, because that would be incredibly frustrating if you couldn't complete the game. If they aren't players and you don't explain it to them, they'll just have to move on. That's a good point, Kingston. I think it's a very good point. Because this is alpha, and because this is user-generated content, I do think people give, like, the benefit of the doubt with a lot of this stuff. But at the same time, we want to provide, a good experience. Over here, this guy should not be in the corner. So this particular spam bot, we want to find the robbery one. So one thing to note is if you die, if the player is actually destroyed, he will respawn next to Julia. Alright, so now we're starting the quest. Bing Bong bop those spam bots on the noggin, or bring them to the timeout room behind the stage. We're counting on you. Let's do this. And so that allows the elevator to be blocked, which is very important. Several viewers spawn in. Good May. Spam bots appear, and they immediately charge the Game show, which has 999 health. Let's Spambot, if we pick him up, he says, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. We can approach, place them in the cage, and this actually turns their melee and enemy off when we put them in timeout. It basically freezes them. And then Sebastian basically destroys them. Thanks, Sebastian. This guy over here, buy more followers, legit followers, click this link. Prime followers! And so now they're actually chasing some of our viewers as well. And you can even destroy them. Which is very fun because they have gravity on them. I want to be a real boy, give me your flesh. Yeah, that's what Spambots say. So, very chaotic. This entire scene is so chaotic, but I love everything about it. So you can like knock them away, you can pick them up, put them over here. One thing I noticed is some people were getting stuck on the ceiling, so you can see here, I have these like hatches. That's how the bots were able to spawn in. So I might find a way to delete those, and perhaps spawn blocks in their place, so the player isn't clipping on it. So we can see I clip on them every so often with the camera. Giveaway, 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 win giveaway. Bonjour. Quick, one of the first 12 hearts that pop in your head. Oh, and then we got the messages from Joseph and Red Condad. However, I was clicking too fast, so I didn't get to read them. Some people wanted to approach Red Condad and Joseph, so they didn't get to talk to them. So I will at least allow them to have that message again. Oh no! I didn't actually complete the game. Instead I hit tab. But that's okay. So Joseph and Conrad be able to repeat that final message. Alright, so we're going to take a quick marbles break. Thanks everybody for watching, by the way. Lots of things to fix. I'm going to go ahead and save it before I forget. A group has, a modifier has, unless you're British. I agree, 97A. So a group of spam bots have. So I believe because I used a group, that made it a singular. You know, it made it a singular noun. So a group is one thing. So I think that's why my first impression was to make it have. I could be wrong though. I don't think it's a group of spam bots has. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. It's not restarting. It's just a thing that always happens to you with some logic. Remove the edit logic. I agree. I think edit logic button should be removed, but there might be a reason, Roxy. It could prevent that lag from happening. I don't see that button anywhere for a long time. Ah, I see. The edit logic button. Plenty of grammar. A group has. Okay. So it's both. It's either or. Interesting. Let's see what's popular. Let's go to the sweating amusement. That sounds fun. Alright, exclamation point play if you guys want in. Winner gets a creator coin. Alright, you guys ready to race? Greevox, what's up, dude? I got my cool guy shades on. Cool guy.
Don't worry about it. Oh,
cool, 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 cool.
Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, we're starting the first race. Good luck, everybody. Put that race music on. And they're off. Wow, that's a lot of people. Here they go. Wait, go west. That's the wrong way. Roxy, that's the wrong way. Oh, 24K, on the other hand, the right way. Nervex close behind. But we suck again. Oh, Nervex got stuck. Looks like K's got quite the lead. Tom Voxel, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Over here we got Jayona. And Noble. Looks like Jayona is catching up. Oh, Noble skipped a step. Nice. Noble actually like ramped off into the final. Wait, and then K somehow dropped in too. Okay, alright, it was all connected. Oh, 24K, clean victory! Congratulations. Well done. Cool, 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 cool.
I have been chosen. Farewell, my friends. I go on to a better place.
Congratulations. GG! Over here we got Frederick. Our finale. The memes are quiet. Really, Ghost. Okay, good to know.
Can I get up? Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah! I'll turn it up. The memes.
You know, you make a choice to win, and you win.
You just win.
Winning.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Alright, now they might be too loud. Just let me know. Woohoo!
Oh my gosh.
Who's still racing? Greevox! What are you doing, Greevox? Greevox, how did that even happen? Greevox! I'm gonna hit you with the camera.
A wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
I don't even understand what happened, Greevox. Hey, at least you tried. The game was like, he's not gonna make it. Clean up on aisle Greevox. Alright, let's play another one, shall we? But congratulations on 24K. That's like your 24th marble. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the world of amusement. That sounds fun. Not gonna make it. No! Estimation way play. Wait, this looks like the same map. Did we just go to the same map? No, it's just that pink Pepto-Bismol color. Gotta love it. You have to. Alright, good luck, everybody. This will be our last race of the day. I gotta be a little bit more, conservative on how many coins I give out. Alright, give me another second here. Alright, you guys ready to race? It's, the night is upon us. It's time. I need some epic music. Where's my, like, heroic Batman music? Alright. It's time. Justice is here. Good luck, everybody. Alright, racers. Let's see what you got. Man, this song really gets me going. Makes me feel, all happy inside. Wait, Frederick, how'd you do that? Okay, well, you're dead now. Just like my parents. Ah, that's so sad. Why would I remind myself of that? Oh, gosh. Okay, here we go. Slow it down. Boxmaker Mark, go west. Wet Noodle, leading the charge. Cool, cool, cool. And this song is a lot less hype than I thought it'd be. Oh, PG Live, nice. Oh, wait, there goes. Go West is going. Go West. No. Alright, PG Live. Now we're talking. The real hero here. Wait, PG Live. Taking a shortcut. Nice. Here he goes. The real vigilante. PG Live with a victory. Congratulations. Well done. I'm so proud of you. PG Live, you're now officially my new sidekick. I'm gonna call you Robin from now on. This is non-optional. Hey, don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Hey. That was my favorite song when I was crime fighting. I was dropping, the thugs right in the thun-thuns. Just dropping them. Alright, let's check out those leaderboards. So congratulations on being my new sidekick. The last one died in battle. You'll go down on a blaze of glory, I promise. I use you as a human shield from time to time, so I hope you're okay with that. Anyway, Noble RK, Philip Light, and Nick Skull leading the charge. Congratulations. At the end, you'll get a nice Sandbox NFT. End of August. Alright, let's get back into the Game Maker, shall we? Alright, we're back. So, we have a whole list of things that we have to do. So, I'm just going to go through the list, and we're going to stop this copyright music. But, yeah. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We'll probably be wrapping things up around 10 o'clock. See how things go. Long black Corvette with flames coming out back. I wish, Nine. And congratulations, PG. I'll make sure I write your name down before I forget. PG_live_PT. I'm gonna check, make sure I have your wallet address before I forget there, PG Live. That way I can send you a creator coin. So I don't currently have yet. So I'm gonna send you a quick message. Man, I keep burping. And have you guys ever had the toaster strudels? They're like scrambled egg in the middle. They're actually decent, but the aftertaste is meh. Aftertaste is very meh. I keep burping and I'm tasting the bad part. Man, I wish it was easier to send messages. Here we go. So you can type PG in chat, at PG. There you go, PG Live. Check your DMs on Twitch. You'll see it. It's like eating paper. True. Accidentally hit the eject button. Yeah, I'm a Batman in training.
Are you challenging me?
Are you challenging me? There's our spawning point, and I'm going to have my notes on my screen. You guys won't see them. But we're going to work our way through it. So, Boxmaker Mark, the coffee items were too close, which we did fix. The door over here, I'm going to have an error message when we communicate with it. So we're going to do an interact. And because it's against the wall, the player won't be able to see this text. So instead, I'm going to have an asker behavior right next to it. We're going to remove the collisions on it, add the asker behavior, and the speaker name will be internal, so it's the player talking to themselves. This door appears to be locked. And then I want the leave message. I personally use a colored leave. So it's going to be one of these. And so that's going to be a small lowercase, or actually uppercase leave with like a red hue. So that tells the player, oh, it's time to go. We're going to hide this. Door, asker. And then our door, when we interact with it, it's door.locked.1. We can have it on a short delay in case the player spams it. And then lastly, we want our asker behavior, which, by the way, if you put an asker behavior by default, it gives a health component. Because I guess Sandbox is assuming you put this on an NPC. I personally attach all of my asker behaviors to a separate asset so I can edit them easier. And so the message required is going to be the door.locked. Cool. So we can mark that one done. So we want to change Jazz Wolf's name color here. So Jazz Wolf has a specific color associated. We want to put this in Joseph's asker. So we can see here I have a brief structure. It's a little bit hard to understand what each of these does, but I personally understand, so it's like, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Not movable. Jazz Wolf says thank you. Google Forms, that's right. We wanted to adjust the quest description. It takes my computer a while to load up these quests because I have so many. I have a lot of quests in this game. Let's see. We want Google Forms. So as we saw, it was Google. So G-E-G-L-E. By printing 20 copies. Nice. Okay, that one's saved. Google Text. We want Jazz Wolf when she says thank you. We need that thank you to be repeatable. So this one here, thanks for your help. It turns on, and it's using that same interaction. And so when we talk to Jazz Wolf, she has a speaker component. That speaker component had a delay. And so it's actually important to keep this delay because it allows the text to display. However, I'm going to place that on its own message. We can see I was using that message, q3.jazz.1, and it has a toggle that we have to start a certain quest first. But her message is going to be associated Sadly, this collision of this desk is too large, so I can't grab this. There we go. So this is what I want to have with the thank you. However, it does have a health component, so I'm actually going to remove it. Make our new one here. This one shows the text above Jazzwolf. So this has its own specific niche use, and it's weighting. We could use the detect entity here. Not a problem, actually. We want it to be revealed, so we don't want to hide it. Great. So all that said and done, should be good. Hide all these back on our character here. They're all aligned. Outside, we had our E, which is a little bit off-center. Up here, we had our bonfire. PG Live says, if a quest stays unlocked, does it count towards the final count of quests? You can actually adjust that, PG Live. So up here in the rules, I believe you can. There's a toggle for that, where it's ignore. Yep, this one here. So you can even say specific quests. You can even trigger, all quests can be ignored, or specific quests can be ignored, whether or not they appear in our victory screen. So with our bonfire, we can say rest at the bonfire. The "you've done well" doesn't really make any sense. So instead, we're going to have a small text here that says teleport to office. Teleport to bottom. And then I want this to be a very distinct color. We'll do color equals color do we want to use? I'm going to use a brilliant blue. Hashtag 636FFE. Okay. Go down into the basement now. Save. We'll probably pick this up tomorrow. I had a lot of fun just revisiting this. We'll probably play through it again, see if we can find more bugs. I'm going to try and fix all the bugs today before we end the stream. We have some detection messages. We have a speaker message. Then the asker messages.
Are you challenging me?
Are you challenging me? So this line here is our boxes falling, so we don't have to worry about that. Over here in the wall, I hid all of her messages, I believe. We gotta find her asker messages. Where are her asker messages? It might be on this one. Yep, here we go. You may not be forklift certified, but our machine is foot powered. Grab the wheel and run towards the color equals yellow forklift / color and run towards the fallen. Ah, damn it. So we're running out of text here. forklift may not be certified. So I have to remove some of the color here. Because, as we can see, there is like a text limit in each of these asker behaviors. Grab the wheel and run towards any fallen boxes. Then bring any boxes to the conveyor belt. We'll do bold here. Conveyor belt / B close. Save. Saved. So over here, a couple people wanted to like score on the basketball hoop, so that might be something we add. So we want this to be collisions and gravity, and pickable, so the player can play with it. And then I kind of want there to be an object here that the player can step on. So let's see what we have. We can do maybe even something invisible. Kind of like a ledge that isn't quote-unquote there. The idea being we can reward the player for wanting to, you know, climb. And it does have to be high enough to where they can climb up it. We'll just test that real quick. Oh, I see. I'd actually removed the collisions because there was like a ball in the net. So I suppose we can just put it back on there. Yeah, if somebody wanted to walk along this, like, I'm not gonna tell them no. Might be more fun for him. Moving on. Over here, he says, I invite you to explore. So I implore you to explore. Kingston, question. What are the real physics like? If I had two balls and I threw one ball at the other, do they bounce against each other? Yes. All objects with physics, because there is essentially a physics switch here that allows you to put collisions and gravity on your assets. So if both objects that are going in one direction collide with each other and they both have collisions of physics, they will bounce off of each other. if one of them has collisions, you know, obviously the one with the physics and gravity will bounce off of it as though it were a wall. But with momentum, that's actually a very fun idea or experiment, is to have like objects being shot at each other. I'll write that down, Kingston. We're running out of time for today, but I would love to visit that in the future. But yeah, 2 balls being shot at each other. But the short answer is yes. They will bounce off of each other. That's the short answer. So our elevator, I have a specific system here where we're moving in and moving out what floor we can go to. So this one moves it into place. And this one toggles it whenever we are using it. So basically when we say, hey, I want to go to a different floor, it's supposed to tell it, okay, the elevator's moving, you can't use it. That's what's supposed to be happening. So this is the message we're looking for, elevator.off.console. I don't think I need these. These were telling me about a checkpoint, so I had a checkpoint system here. This one I do need because it's telling the elevator move. Hey, Major Lira, welcome. How's it going? And this one's killing checkpoints, so I don't really need the checkpoints. So I'm going to delete it. And this one too, I don't think I need. I'll be able to check the VOD if I do need it. So, elevator.off.console stems from a specific message. But I don't see it anywhere immediately. That one stops music if we're on the elevator. About up here. Nope, it's Codazine. Don't need that one. Was it this one? Nope, that's our platform. I think it's this, actually. Funny enough. So basically, when our elevator starts moving... Yeah, here we go. When the elevator starts moving, it sends out that message. So if we lower it to where when the elevator passes through this blue radius, it should trigger our message. I don't know why I put it on a ladder, of all things. But we found it. So we also want to spawn nets. So in order to spawn a net... I don't want there to be too many assets here. So I'm going to try to use my lamps. We'll see what we can do about it. Basically, we're going to have climbable nets on the entire outside surface. So let's see what happens. We're going to do asset spawner. Asset being spawned will be our safety net. Fence. Wire fence. Wire fence is going to be non-offset. And this asset, this lamp, will be invisible, no collisions. So we'll see what that looks like. The last thing is we want there to be that one-time message of our Q7, I believe, .start. So this is us starting the last series of quests. And yeah, Kingston, would love to help you out there. Next time you pop in, do let me show you. I'll try and set up a little kind of a science experiment. Delete everything and start from the beginning. PG, I don't know. I don't want to delete everything. But it might happen. I think every time I make a game, I understand better how to organize. You know, like these lamps, for example. I made these because they are 6 faces each. And so for optimization purposes, it really helps. Because beforehand, if you use a number pad, that's 18 faces. So in theory, if you're using number pad for all of your logic, you're using only a third compared to how many pieces of logic you can make with these lamps. So you could do 3 times as much logic without imposing on your game's logic. Alright, so we're making a fence. We need it to have climbable. And it spawns once this message goes out. So for testing, I'm going to make a sign that basically auto-completes my quest with Joseph, which would give us, you know, the ability to start our last couple quests. So Q7.start. And so it's going to be an only once, but we'll be able to see it. Let's go ahead and save. But it is already past 10. I'm going to go ahead and finish all these notes. I've got about a dozen left to go. A little bit laggy. I imagine that's because we've stopped and started the game so much. If you didn't know, rarity effects are greatly affected. Yo, what up? Woo! Is that a mistake? A rock with 4,700 faces. That is unfortunately not very well optimized. If you only have one of that rock with 4,700 faces, that's okay. But if you're using that rock to decorate your entire landscape, so you have like 12, 24 of them, that is bad, because that will slow down your game. Your game has to calculate all of those faces. Cool, so we've started our quest. I got the all access pass. My fence, I need to rotate. And then lastly, I'm checking our elevator. And I am unable to interact with it while it's in motion. Cool. The game is going rather slow, and that's because every time we stop and start, it's actually causing rarity effects to spawn. And we'll see that in real time. We're going to rotate this 90 degrees. And I'm going to put it on top of each other as best as I can. And we'll even put our starting spawn right inside. I mean, if it's only one PG Live, I think that's good, because it's like a monument. It's a specific kind of location for players to see and enjoy. So the only thing now is the player needs to be able to step up and climb that. So we'll lower it a bit. In real life, it's I think I misunderstand what you're trying to say, PG Live. So right now we can't reach that fence. So how would I go about this better? Stand on the briefcase? That'd be great, escape room. I would love that. If we could like drop an object from our inventory and be able to step on it. I kind of want to like try that to see if it works. But this I'll probably just lower it even further. I mean, does this have collisions? Yes, it does. We'll see if that works. But I love the idea. So let me just see if I can put something together real quick. We'll do a black briefcase. I'm gonna need a bigger object for this test though. Let's use this lever. So this lever is going to have a tag on it. We're gonna remove everything else. Tag isn't important right now, but we might need it later. We want it to be pickable. Actually, no, we want collectible, but it requires interaction. So by interacting with it, we pick it up. However, that means we can move on it. We can collide with it. So we're now going to give it collisions and gravity. Let's see what happens. So right now I can bump it around and I should be able to pick it up. So I have the lever. In my inventory, I should be able to drop it. D for drop. D for drop. So the drop isn't working for quest items. The drop only works for equipment. Good to know. So in that case, let's try the briefcase, because the briefcase is equipment. The briefcase is kind of small though, that's the only problem. So we don't really get the benefit of climbing on it. Do I have anything bigger? We have our ambassador head. So we're giving it collectible and interaction. And we're giving it collisions gravity. See you later, PG Live. Thanks for hanging out. I look forward to playing your new game. Have a great night, my friend. I can understand the monotony of some games too. Like a lot of people are still learning the software too, you know? Alright, so we got our helmet. I'm gonna go into my inventory. I'm gonna drop the helmet. And yeah, we can stand on it. So the only problem is, we aren't able to accurately move it. So if I were to drop, you know, other things on top of it, like we can't accurately like place it anywhere. We can move it, you know, with our body. I mean, there's potential there. That could be a fun game. Oh, yeah, Nervex, no worries, my dude. I hope you had a good meeting. Hope everything's going well with you. I have a couple more notes we're going to work through. So let's take a look at my list. Hero's Journey Apostrophe is the next one. And we want Lozen's name color, which I placed, looks like on her indicator. So now I'm going to find her, ask her behavior. So she'll introduce herself. Go ahead and just save this, just in case. Great. On this floor, Cozy and I can teach you how to get started with Vox Edit. In Vox Edit. Can teach you. This lesson is just as not a word you need. This lesson is a sample of our Metaverse Masterclass. What's a Metaverse Masterclass? our metaverse masterclass is a detailed collection of tutorials. / color. Color equals yellow. Is a detailed collection of tutorials to help you build worlds. We're gonna adjust the order of these. Help you design custom assets in Box Edit, build worlds in the Game Maker, and learn classic narrative storytelling. Where do I start? You've already taken the first step on your hero's journey. So I think hero's journey, unless you're using the interesting. Okay, so hero's journey online, it's spelled like so. I don't think that's correct, actually. It's supposed to be like this. You know what? I'm going to go with how they spell it. We'll do hero's journey. And then we're going to color Codazine's name. The Codazine had a specific name color. I'm going to put that in the dialogue. Let's see. It's good. Okay, so I'm unsure as to why our icon blocks were providing double quest credit. So I had an asset that was being destroyed in the rules, so we're going to check out the quest itself. Yeah, Heroes is probably the best bet. I agree, Nine. It depends on whether you want to emphasize a hero or multiple heroes. True. So logistically speaking, it's just the singular hero. So it makes sense. So we're going to take a look here behind the scenes of our Vox edit. And it's marking the deaths of anything with the tag VE. So we're going to take a look at to what is dying. So I believe it's one of my number pads here. This guy. And so our VE that's currently dying is unfortunately an epic. So why is this a problem now? Why are we getting double quest credit for this now? Because it wasn't a problem, you know, a month ago. I'm curious as to why we're now getting double, maybe even triple quest credit, because these are epic assets. Because that's what's being registered to die. So what will probably happen is I'll have to redo them using other signs. So I'll revisit that later.
Hello there.
Yo, what up? The escape room with the follow. Thank you very much, escape room artist. So this sign, I'm actually going to rotate to where I can talk to it. It'll say, replace the VE tagged epic lamps that provide quest credit. So I'll revisit that because that's going to take a little bit of time, but it seems like I'm going to have to fix that. That's a little bit annoying. It is what it is. And yeah, multiple would be the heroes. And that's how I spelled it before 9A, so yeah, I think that would be a little awkward. I love our ceiling lights. However, I'm curious if they're like bad for logic. Because they have a door behavior, they're all responding to a message. And they're all extra assets. I still like them, so I'm gonna keep them. But I didn't add them on the 3rd and 4th floors. Well, no worries, escape room artist. If anything, if anybody wants to follow, you know, you'll be able to be notified when I go live. So it's worth following if you enjoy what you see, the content I'm making. But otherwise, yeah, just thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. 987, I see what you did there. Inconceivable. Damn it, I spelled it wrong. I missed the joke.
Inconceivable.
Alright, so next on the list.
Oh no! We
suck again! I didn't like how Andy was talking. I didn't like how you were talking to me, Andy. Boop to the Goopington. Have you tried our game maker before? Try to place each of these UI buttons correctly. In there, like, where would you put this? It's not for free, Go West. It's spelled it. Try to place each of these UI buttons in their correct housing placement. Let's go to our handy dandy thesaurus. Position. Spot. Spot's a good one. And the correct spot. Because it's a simple word, so I think, you know, it won't be lost in translation that often. Try to place each of these UI buttons in the correct spot. Position. Position's good, but position's also vague, because that could also mean, like, you know, up, down, left, right. I think spot is a little bit more general, but also vague. In their correct spot, maybe? Their correct position. I think position or spot works great. Spot's shorter. 90 likes spot. Nervex likes location. Location's nice. Try to place each of these UI buttons in their correct location. Spot and location, I'm half and half with. You guys want to do a little quiz? Or not a quiz, a poll. So you get to vote as to what goes in the game. Let's do Twitch, polls, add what word for this quest. And we're going to do all three of those. So we'll do position, spot, and location. And I'll give you guys 60 seconds to vote. So if you're on... Oh wait, it only did 2. Can I end that? Terminate. So I ended the poll, but the on-screen graphics still going. Oh. Well, good to know. So what word for our quest? Let me try it one more time. I guess I didn't add it. Position, spot, location. Damn it, I did it again. Maybe you only get 2 choices? I'm gonna try one more time. I think I hit enter that time. Just ignore me, everybody. Which word should we use? 60 seconds. Okay, now it should be 3 choices. Thank you. Okay, now we're good. Point, area. Point and area are good too. So if we take a look at this, in their correct area? No. In their correct point? Try to... we'll see what you guys like. In the correct location? In the correct metaverse. In the correct 3D space. Oh, I think Spot's coming out on top. Spot's winning. It's gonna be hard. Oh, location. Spot. I think Spot wins. Very well. It is decided. Where they belong. Home. On the right coordinates, yes. In the XYZ space allocated. So we see all of the dialogue that is attached to Andy is vertically associated. So he says, correct spot. That's his interact. We don't need to change that. And this is destroying the previous message. So I don't have to adjust that. So this one looks good. Put Andy back together here. And then we want to take a look at that placemat. So we want placement. UI stands for user interface. Each of these buttons performs something different in the game maker. Pick one up, E, and try to find its placement. Pick one up using E. No, I think people understand that. Yeah, looks good. All right, we like that. Buttons does, pick one up, color E. I wanted to color E, not just bold it. So color equals yellow / color. Cool. Moving on. Over here we had our catalysts. And so we wanted asset, not assets. So the catalyst and number of gems directly affects the asset rarity and how many you can mint. That makes sense. Animated decoration. I believe was this one. When applied to an asset, you may choose the type of animation that will be played with an option to loop it. Fungi family over here. So I labeled it incorrectly, but it said you can purchase your very own fungi from OpenSea at the collection. Gaining you exclusive access to Touche's brand. Nope. Gaining you exclusive access to Touche. We'll keep that out. And then Andy Ritchie's message over here. Check it out. So instead of you should go, he'll say check it out. Check it out on the 4th floor. I'll meet you up there. Julia bots with the spam bots. Making this here, a group of spam bots have been harassing our chatters. Then we had our robbery spam bot, which I don't know how he's falling over here. We gotta find which one of them falling from the sky. Giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. A little bit laggy, a little bit laggy. Got a lot of spam bots. And I don't think all of them have spawned either. Like some of these I don't recall seeing. I didn't like this dialogue. I learned a new curse word. Great, perfect. Nice curse word, bro. A group has. I'm not UK English 9A7A. When to use has or have. I do want to settle this though, to make it correct. Have is used with the pronouns I, you, we, and they. Has is used with he, she, and it. Have and has can indicate possession. Have and has combine with other verbs to indicate more complex relationships in a group. Is it a group, has, or have? Seems like you should use has as a group, appears to be a singular word, but at the same time, it is a group appear. Google wouldn't help. People use both. 9A7A, we're both right. I lose. Look, we both win 9A7A. Or we both lose, depending on how you look at it. A group has. So I had it as has before, but when I read it, it doesn't feel right. So a collective noun is followed by a singular verb. So the team has. But if we're talking about individual members, the verb is plural. So I like has. Has works well for me. Have is used with the first and second person. One means to have. Group has or group have. So our class has a good reputation. So yes, I think has goes well. I will admit defeat. I will admit defeat. Also, I was right the first time, so it's like I never lost in the first place. So a group of spam bots has been harassing our chatters. My cat wants to say hi. Tipsy, tipsy, oh, Tipsy, Tipsy, the cat, Tipsy. Tipsy, Tipsy loves you. Zooming in on her face. Okay, she doesn't like this. Bye, Tipsy. Sound like a help. Yeah, it's true. I speak cat, but I just pretend like I don't. Alright, so our robbery spam bot, I still haven't found. So one of these spam bots is basically falling and then getting stuck in the corner. And that was the one that said, this is a robbery. And so, oh, here it is, this guy here. So he's getting stuck somehow. So I think, based on what I'm looking at here, is there is not a block allowing him to just be alone with himself. So I need to make that. basically a little room for him to be waiting, you know? And so that's where these, like, white blocks come in. So we can see he has, like, a trap door that will reveal itself. Literally a door. What I could do, and I don't know why I didn't think about this, is I can add another message that closes all the doors, like on a loop. So that way he'll fall, and then the camera won't clip because the door will have closed again. That's a good thought. I'll write it down. Door closes 1 second after. And so what I can do is I can actually duplicate these here, because these are what are sending that message. And when they send that message, make sure I'm not duplicating anything I shouldn't. I can just duplicate these, move them a couple feet, and that way, like shortly after, it's just sending that same message. So we can see it's like a short delay. So it's basically the next one. This guy here I do need to remove though. That should work. And then lastly, we wanted the player to be able to interact with Joseph and Conrad here, because they say a specific message. I had started something, but nope. So this will be the interaction, but we don't want it to be interactable yet. So instead, I'm going to place a spawn point. No collisions. Speaker. Wait, no, this is just a spawn point. So this will be end.spawnPoint. So when the game ends, this was my little corner here, we want the messages that they speak. So Joseph here is waiting for final.1. So basically I'm going to have a new interaction spawn. So it's going to have a health component, respawn to tag, end.spawnPoint that has that interaction. Archer Flu, what's up? Welcome, man. That when we talk to it, it's going to send out that final.1 message, which, as we saw, was Joseph speaking. So we're going to hide the health bar, and the instant death message was going to be that final.1. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Cool. So end.spawnPoint, just making sure that's the same. So basically this health component will not receive itself, so that shouldn't be a problem. End.spawnPoint, end.spawnPoint. That looks good. Lastly, we're going to hide this, make it invisible, and we do want collisions, so we're going to keep the collisions. But we're going to put it basically right over here, probably in between them. Looks good. Yeah. So I'm going to actually test this last scene real quick. So I'll take my spawn point, and we can even test our wall while we're at it. Gotta go. See you later, Tom. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate you. Aloha. How are you, Archie? So this is the last thing we're doing, and then we're going to basically wrap things up. So I still can't climb this wall, so that's something I need to come up with a solution for. But we'll go to the Game show. It's very laggy right now, so I think it's, again, because we stopped it. You can even see the rarity effects on those. That's from 20 plus stop starts. Noisy Noob! What's up, dude? Okay, so we're going to start this. And so we're essentially testing the walls of, the doors above us. They're going to open and close, allowing these to fall. Very laggy right now. That's okay. Well, I took yesterday off, and I think it really helped me reevaluate what I'm looking to do in my streams. And I think this is a long time coming, revisiting the Gemeisho office. So I'm glad we got to. One thing I am now worried about is obviously how much of this game needs to stay and should go. I was able to stick him inside the... Interesting. I could stick these inside of the walls, such as with Joseph and Conrad, and that would actually shut him out, I think. Well, no, it looks like they're being pushed out. Crap. Sometimes you can't hit these because they're collisions, which is a little bit awkward. Makes them feel more difficult, which is a plus. They don't really deal too much damage.
Do not prove me wrong.
Thanks, Kay, for the bits. So we're about to finish. Unfortunately, I was still able to phase through the doors. Alright, chat, it's time to wrap up tonight's show. Special thanks to our intern. It was their first day on the job. Hey, intern, would you mind bringing tonight's winner, the Wizzy-themed NFT? Make sure you all remember, today doesn't define you. There's always tomorrow, so let's figure it out together. Good night, everybody. And so some spam bots still roaming around. So we have the Wizzy-themed NFT. We bring it here. You've beaten our game. Thank you for playing. When you're ready to leave, press enter at any time to claim your victory. And so by clicking enter, it ends the game. Also, if we wanted to talk to Joseph and Conrad again, it would set that up. One thing to note is I have a platform right now that is bringing the health of the Gemeisho up and down. It appears as though the Gemeisho health is cycling. Yep, like that. Whenever I interact with this. So I'm going to make that a one-time. But other than that, I think this is a good stopping point. How'd you do the enter thing? So, Paul Leif made me. That's in the rules. And I actually highly suggest it for your final quest. Because that allows the player to basically wander if they want. And then when they're done wandering, all they hit is enter, boom, quest complete, game over. So, the Gemeisho. Let's see, where is it? I want... It's one of these quests. I think it's Game Over. So like game over. So there is a quest completion in the number 4 of your quest for wait for input. So you can do autocomplete, requires message, or wait for input. And so if you ever use wait for input, it's just enter by default. So you're hitting enter to validate. And then what I had was it sent out the message victory, which as long as you have somewhere on your map the victory component that is waiting for the message victory, it will achieve victory. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's a great use for a final quest specifically. The last thing was I have this character on a basic platform. I want it to toggle on only once. So we'll revisit this, I think. Everything else worked as we wanted it to. What I can do, though, is I can actually adjust this message, or asker behavior, to it requires a different message. So we'll do final.1b. And so this can be that message we already set up, where we can interact to repeat that same sentence. So we're going to do that message, final one, but final.1b is what message goes out when we talk to it. So now that shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to save it. We're going to wrap up the stream, everybody. Thanks all for watching. Appreciate you. We'll probably pick this up tomorrow as well. I'll see if anybody's currently live streaming the Sandbox. Nope, just me. Thank you, everybody. You guys are too kind. Nervex, Nick Skull, Paul, Frederick, K, GDR Anorak. Thank you. Sparky's Nickel, thank you so much. Have a great day. Sparky says, should it stay or should it go? Should I stay or should I go now? See you later. Peace out. Escape Room Artist, thanks again for the follow. See you later. Roxy Miguel, good luck with your tower defense game. Thanks again. Wicked, catch you later, my bro. See you later. Wicked, you too. A Noisy Noob, thanks in. Thanks for popping in. 9A7A, appreciate you. Boxmaker Mark, thanks again. Great. I love our game, dude. I can't wait to make it even better. See you later, friends. Don't drop that thud. Has a great day, 9A7A. Has a great day. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.